Point 4, graphing a parabola. So we have the equation of a parabola here, a quadratic equation. And the first question is to find the vertex of the parabola. So I already have it worked out. So the vertex is 3, comma 1. So let's go to the my work to see how I got that. So the vertex is found by the x value is found using this formula, negative b over 2a. So if I plug in negative b, so that's negative 6 because b is negative 6. Um, and I work this out, I get that the x value is positive 3. To get the y value here, you just take 3 and substitute that in for x. So once you do that, here's my work here. I get that the y value of the vertex is positive 1. All right, so that's how I got the vertex. The next question is, what are the x-intercepts? Select your correct choice below and fill in the answer boxes within your choices. If we go to my work here, to get the x-intercept, one way is to factor this and solve for when y is equal to 0. The x-intercept always has y equals 0. But when I did that, I couldn't factor this out. So when you cannot factor out a quadratic expression like that, you want to go to the quadratic formula. So here's where I got the quadratic formula. Um, and one thing I noticed is that when I work this out, negative 6 squared is positive 36. Over here, 4 times AC, so A is 1, C is 10. I get 36 subtract 40. That's going to give me a negative. So if you remember from class, if you get a negative, you're going to get complex solutions, which means there's no x-intercept. So here, there are no x-intercept. So that is not needed. So let me go back to the homework. So I want to click on there are no x-intercepts. Check answer. And the next question is, what is the y-intercept? That one's pretty simple to solve. So given that this is our equation, the y-intercept, well, the y-intercept is where the x value is 0. So if the x value is 0, this term disappears, this term disappears, so pretty much this is the y value of the y-intercept. So I get that the y-intercept is 0, comma 10. So let me go back to my math lab to put that in. So x value is 0, y value is positive 10, close parentheses, check. All right. Now once you have that handy, you want to go to your graph. So you want to click on that vertical parabola tool. So you want to click on that, and it's a little small, so let me click the plus sign to make it a little bigger. The first point, it says click the graph, choose a tool in the Padlet, and follow the instructions to graph. Okay, so let me re-click the vertical parabola tool. And the first point that you want to graph is the vertex. Well, here we found that the vertex is 3, comma 1. So let me locate that. That's 3 in the x direction, 1 in the y direction. So that's my first point. All right. And it further reads to plot a point on the parabola. So here we know there aren't any x-intercept, but we know that the y-intercept is 0, comma 10. So that's a point on the parabola. So let's plot that point. So 0 in the x direction, positive 10 in the y direction is right there. So let me click that. So I've got my parabola. So let me click save and then check my answer. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to look at the questions or replay the video or shoot me an email.